10X. All the way.
Thank you, Grant. Thank Grant Cardone. You're the man, Grant. Thank you for this.
Yeah, the last 2 days has frozen up.
3 days.
10X. 10X.
Local
Thank
coffee.
you so
Miss
much, Grant.
Israel.
LocalCoffeeRoastingCo.com.
Miss Israel.
Local coffee.
Hello, everybody.
What up?
מישהו שמדבר עברית?
Hi, Grant. Hi.
יש פה הרבה אנשים שמדברים עברית.
יפה, כיף לראות, כיף לשמוע.
They forgot to mute.
No, this is I'm connected with it over here.
What was the change, John? So we don't do it again? Your mic is hot.
Okay.
So what happened is that when someone created
Okay. We are getting rolling. Some amazing prizes to give away. I think that's the thing that, yeah. I think that there's a lot of you that are really excited about that. You heard some of the stuff that we were giving away. $5,000 in cash given away today. Once we get rolling here, we're going to be giving away coaching sessions with Grant. So some of the cash later in the call, some of the coaching sessions later in the call. One of the $20,000 diamond tickets to our 10X Growth Conference will be later in the call. But we're super excited today to bring you more of the 10X challenge from beautiful. You want to give these?
Dude, those things look sick on you.
Yeah.
Can they see?
What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Who wants the sunglasses?
Grant wants to give these sunglasses away. Who wants them?
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to give these away to somebody that shares the stream. So if you're on Facebook, Zoom, YouTube.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is just this computer, by the way. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Share. We're going to give that pair of sunglasses away to one person that shares the stream.
Share the stream. Share the stream. Share the stream.
Random person. We're going to pick a random person.
What y'all think? Aviators, who wants them?
Dude, they look great.
You like it?
Dude, they look sick on you. Okay, they don't look as good on you for some reason.
Let me see. Well, I got a different shaped head than you, though. You know. Let me see. Let me see.
You guys tell me I look good in them. What do y'all say?
Let me see. Let me see. They sit a little high on your nose.
They look so good on you.
Do they?
Dude, they look sick on you. Might give them to you, Jared, if you do a good enough job.
I look like I ought to be driving a motorcycle like a cop.
No,
you know?
dude, you don't look. No, you look just.
Do I look
badass?
Yeah, I look like a badass.
Totally. You look like Tom Cruise's sidekick.
What? Oh, you mean Iceman?
Iceman. You look like the Iceman, doesn't he?
Man, maybe I'll do that for Halloween this year. All right, guys. So check it out. Okay, let me see here. Who's sharing Biden's twin? Come on, man. Come on, man. Uncle G is Jack now. Motorcycle, yes. Jared should keep them. I love it. 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 Okay. Maverick, call the ball. I love that. Jared won that one. Dude, you guys are awesome, man. Showing so much love in here. So much love. So much love. Okay, so check it out. Remember, we have a contest running throughout the entire 10X challenge. GrantCardone.com/challenge. GrantCardone.com/contest. GrantCardone.com/contest. Make sure that you register there because we're giving away some insane prizes at the end of the challenge for the people who rang the bell on the challenge contest. GrantCardone.com/contest. Grant, people are asking what kind of shirt that is. What kind of shirt is that? The Hugo Boss. I know you watch.
Give $100 to the first person that guesses the brand shirt.
Well, let me see what kind it is, so I know. All right. $100 for the first person to guess it. What is that? Is that
It don't matter. Just tell people to guess whatever.
Okay. Polo, Ralph Lauren, Boss, Lacoste, UA, Voss, Gucci, Dior, Old Navy. Gucci, Fubu, Balenciaga, Saint Laurent. Who else? Banana Republic, Nada. Any winners here yet?
Nope.
Any winners here yet?
Nope.
H&M,
Nope.
Hermes.
But David Bain Roofing is a winner.
David Bain Roofing. Okay, guys, so check it out. So I don't even know what day it is. It doesn't matter. Every day is a challenge here. And so every day y'all got to be showing up. And every day you got to be doing the exercise. Put in the work. We're not asking you to do a whole lot here. We're asking you to do little things. But I promise you, if you can string together each of the little things that we're telling you to do each and every day, day in and day out, you'll be better off when you finish this challenge on October 7th. And without a doubt, you will be better equipped to get through the rest of the year than everybody that you hang out with currently. I just guarantee you, unless they're on here right now, you're going to be better off than they are. And so congratulations on everybody being here. I think we're ready to get rolling. You ready, G? You got your stuff ready?
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Okay.
Let's do this.
So without further ado,
Yeah.
let me see. Let me just make sure.
Yeah, this has been a good
Workbook.
3 days.
Make sure you get your workbook. Yeah.
3 days?
Yeah.
This is the 4th day? I can't believe I just came out of one thing. What kind of internet? The internet. Came out of one thing. Beautiful.
Okay, there you go.
I come out of one thing. I just spent,
Does he need this? You
yeah,
don't need
leave it with me. I come out of one thing for 5 months.
What kind of shirt is it?
It is what is it?
G-Force?
Yeah, GeForce. Nobody got it. I can give money away if I want to, you know? Okay. Hey, let me ask you guys, is the belt too much? What do you think? Maybe I give the belt away. Don't I have some of these in stocks? Don't I have 10 or 12 of these?
Not like that.
No, just like this. What do you think? This belt is beautiful. Okay, tonight looks gold, looks good. Okay, all right. Enough fooling around. Let's do some business now. Let's figure out how we can help you, how I can help you grow your business, scale your business to the next level. If you've gotten your workbook, if you've gotten your exercises each night. By the way, all of you that bought the workbook, you'll get the entire thing at the end, where we basically deliver this thing to you with my note. So yeah, we'll give some of those away. And we built the workbook for you, 10 days, 10X challenge, to go over each of these very vital points of building your mindset, disciplines, the characteristics you need to develop. You all have them, by the way, everybody here. Trust me. I know you're wondering, some of you are wondering, man, do I have what it takes? Is this the right time for me? Can I do it in this economy? Can you do it where you live? Can you do it because you don't have any money? I assure you, regardless of what your problems are, you're a single mother, you got a couple kids, maybe you're 50 years old and you're like, man, maybe it's too late in my life. I know all those possible considerations. There's an endless list. Everybody's got their list, right? I promise you, and I know with 100% certainty that regardless of what's going on in your life right now, regardless of what's going on around you right now, regardless of how bad it might be right now, regardless of your money situation, regardless of your lack of connections, I promise you, you can completely change everything. And I'm not just saying that to you just to get you excited. 58 years old, you're freaking 18 years old. It don't matter. I'm telling you, I in my life, if you don't know anything about my life, some of you know a lot about my life, but I made a post last night. Dude, I've been criticized, hated on, lied to, betrayed, sued, cheated, robbed, beat up, hoodwinked. And I'm like, hey, all this is going to make me better. I had nothing at 25 years old. I had no followers, no Instagram, no internet. and I was knocking on doors. I didn't know the future. You wouldn't have to knock on doors. So I'm just telling you, like, you can do anything you want to do, but you got to get around the right thinking. You got to get in the right vehicle. If you're taking notes, you got to get with the right people. Right thinking, you got to get in the right vehicle, and you got to get around the right people. If you don't get around the right people, and by the way, if you are around the right people right now, your life is changing already. I didn't say the people you love. I didn't say your family members. I didn't say your brother. I didn't say the people you grew up with. I said the right people, the right mindset, and the right vehicle. You got to get those right. Can I get a pen, please? You got to get those right, because if you don't, look, if you miss any of those three things, check it out. You could have all the courage, the fortitude. You could have freaking the positivism. You could have the consistency. You could have the courage. If you're not in the right vehicle, you're not going anyplace, folks. You're just not. Where are you going to go? You might be in a business that's broken. That's why I tell you, and Jesse and I agree with this. You can follow your passions, but if there's nobody there on the other side that wants to purchase your passions, you're on a dead end, and it's selfish of you. It's selfish, okay? It's selfish. It's selfish to simply follow your passions. I know this is hard to hear, but to simply follow your passions. Oh, I just love doing this, but nobody wants it. It's selfish. So Steve Jobs, so he was passionate, had the resources, had the vehicle, and had the right people to make sure somebody bought a phone nobody wanted. Henry Ford had the same thing. Elon's going to pull off the same thing. Ain't nobody was asking for the Tesla. Elon's like, I'm gonna see this thing through, because he had the fortitude, the courage, he had the right vehicle, he had the right team. Okay, tonight, man, get your pen ready. A little bit of ink is better than a long memory. Okay, tonight we're going to be sharing with you. What did I have any other business I needed to handle, Jared?
I think why don't we do this? Because we told everybody that we were going to give away $5,000 in cash tonight.
Yeah.
I want to pick two people right now.
Yeah.
To give $1,000 to.
No, it's too much, dude. Why? Just for showing up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you do whatever you want to do.
It's a lot, man. Let's spread it around, man. What do y'all say? Spread it around, or one person wins $1,000? I think 10 people.
How about 10 people win 500?
10 people win 100.
For now.
50 people win 100, man. It's better. Man, you guys get $100 with my initials on it. That's like freaking $1 million. You know, I walked into a store today. To get my hair cut today. And the guy's like, you got to put your mask on. And I'm like, I thought you guys wanted what I had. I'm just saying, man, why would you not want my 100 that I earned? Okay, it's got to be worth more than some 100 running around the economy. Everybody's saying, hey, it's $100, man, $100 to 50 people. No, some people are saying $1,000. What do y'all say? Okay, we'll figure it out. We're going to give $5,000 away anyway, either way. However, but first I want to give away $1 million. Let me see the stack. I want to give $1 million away. Maybe me and Darman will give a bunch of this away too.
Okay.
Huh? Okay. I want to be sure you guys stay here and just don't get your 100 and think, oh man, I got my 100. I'm out of here. Dude, money's not what you need. You need courage and intelligence, a strategy. I'm going to give you the 5 pillars to building a business. You must have these 5 pillars. Who's interested in that content? What's going to help you more, the 5 pillars or $1,000? Number 1 pillar. These are the 5 pillars to building a business. This is what we cover in our 3-day boot camp that people pay anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 to sit in for 3 days. Number 1, financial intelligence. You must have number 1. I know a lot of people that build a business. They're marketing geniuses. They're phenomenal. They got a great idea and they lose it all. No financial intelligence. I know people that build a business and then stop building it because some CFO, some accounting person, some CPA says, oh, you need to get a return on investment now. Dude, that's not even what got you there. Number 1, financial intelligence. Number 2, and I'm gonna hit on all these tonight. And then over the next 5 days, we're gonna go deep on them. Okay, you follow what I'm saying? Tonight, I'm gonna hit on the 5 pillars. And the next 5 days, I'm gonna go deeper on each one of these. Number 1, financial intelligence. Number 2, you must become a marketing genius. Okay. Anybody can be a marketing genius. Tommy Hilfiger, what's his name? Hilfiger. I was at Tommy Hilfiger's house. He's got up the street here. He built it, dressed it out. Dude, the guy's got like Everything he does is perfect. Everything. And I told my wife, and I'm like, you know, I just don't have that
has
thing.
impeccable taste.
Impeccable. Like, he does a room in red where, like, you're like, it's so ridiculous, so over the top. Okay. He literally, I'm like, it could be so awful.
So all blue.
And then another room that's all blue and another room that's all cherries. And I'm like, this is going to be so awful. And you walk in and you're like, this room is perfect. Like, not one detail is missing. I don't have that ability. Why am I telling you that? Because you can learn number two no matter who you are. You're a farmer driving a tractor. You're a car salesman. Anybody can become a marketing genius today. Anybody. It is easier today than ever in the history of the world. And I'm going to bring up a dude that personifies that anyone can do this and do it in a different way than I do it. You know, I'm loud and I'm not obnoxious and I wear the red belt and show off the plane. I do all that stuff and get in your face and disagree with everybody. And I'm the only one that's right. I have the only right answer in the universe. All these people that hate on me tell me all this stuff. I'm like, dude, I know I do that shit. I do it on purpose, dumbass. I know what I'm doing, okay? Darman, that I'll have on later, okay? He's done it completely opposite of me, and I don't mean by being empathetic. Opposite of me would be what? You guys see some of these notes up here, man? They're amazing. Look at that, Cody Lee. Opposite of me would be what? Just post in comments below. Horrible, passive-aggressive, motivational, light-toned. Jordan says light tone would be opposite of you. Okay, I don't know what that means, light-toned. Like a ninja, stealthy and quiet. No, okay. Jamie Green got closest, stealthy and quiet. Nobody's actually gotten it. Shy, passive action, no. Unwilling, a monk, calm, no. No, look, nobody got this. I'm going to give $100 though to Mr. Green there. Can somebody write that down? Mr. Green gets that honey, 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 a honey from Mr. Green. Just peel one off. Okay. He got the closest, but it's not the right answer. Darman is completely opposite of me because Darman is not the one on the other side of the marketing. He's invisible. The opposite of love is what? Who knows the opposite of love? It is not hate. It is not hate. Hate is a perverted version of love. The opposite of love is I'm no longer interested in you. I have zero interest in you. I have no interest. I don't have a love for you. I don't have hate for you. I have no interest. I don't even know you exist. See, Darman doesn't even exist in the freaking universe. And he got like, this is genius. Okay, so we're going to be talking about marketing genius tonight and also in the days to come. 3, sales and closing. Guys, you're going to have to learn how to do this game. Okay, I don't like sales. That's like, I don't like money. Get a t-shirt. I am the Adolf Hitler of revenue. I hate it. Okay, sales and closing. You have to learn how to sell. You learn how to pitch. You got to learn how to close. And today, unlike when I was growing up, you know, when I was growing up, dude, you had to knock on a door. You had to leave your home, get in a car, go knock on a door, say hello. You don't even have to do that today. Like, you could literally be 17 other people today. Number 4, you got to do number 4. We spent an entire day at our boot camp on number 4, execution of the plan. How do you actually build the plan out, execute on it, and surround yourself with people that are executors? What does the word execute mean? Who's got my phone? Here it is. The word execute, what do you think it means? To kill, dude. It means to kill. It means to eliminate. It means to stop, finish, execute, take the head off of. To carry out or put into effect, okay? Yeah. Say again.
To carry out or put into effect, or to carry out a sentence of death.
Yeah. And the original definition was what? Go to derivation.
Let's see here. Executor.
That's why, man, you guys got to get around these people that I get around. They're killers. I'm telling you, they're killers, folks. They think nothing of firing 100 people. Like, oh God, I hate the idea, Lawrence. Like, I hate the idea that I think I'd have to fire 100 people. You get it wrong, guys. You get it wrong. You got it wrong. Okay. They hired 10,000 people. You got to fire 100. You're like, oh my God, I never want to fire anybody. The problem is you will never hire enough people if you're not willing to get that execution piece, the ability to execute an order, the willing to have threat in the environment, the willing to say, I deny punishment. I will not be punished the way the marketplace wants to punish you. Number 5, now we got to build the team out and scale the team so that you go from 10,000 to 100,000 to 1 million to 10 million to 100 million to 1 billion to 10 billion, that you scale the play out. Okay. Otherwise, let me tell you the problem with, if you don't figure out number 5, you are going to be 55 years old and you're going to hate your job. No matter how good you're at your job. You're an artist. You've been painting for 30 years and you love art and you're great at art. If Tommy H would not have recreated himself, built a team, okay, and scaled his identity, his brand, who he is around the world, giving himself a bigger game all the time. By the way, scaling means I continue to scale. Let's just look that up real quick. Really important to look up words. Scale, defined as a scale, measure yourself, defined as a system or series of marks used for measuring or registering. An example of a scale, terrible definition. Scale means to start.
Represent in proportional dimensions, reduce or increase in size according to a common scale.
Yeah. So if I'm doing 10x, I finally hit my 10x, $1 million. If you stay at $1 million, flat lines, if you studied our statistics last night, what happens to a flat line?
Dead.
Always falls. Flat lines always fall. You cannot keep a line flat, stably flat, without it falling. So you have to scale. I was watching an interview, Johnny. Look at that. I was watching an interview recently, and it said in the interview, the guy says, well, not all people should scale. I'm like, dude, if you don't scale, you will not survive. Okay. You will be punished if you don't scale. You must either become a genius at each of these 5 things, or you must surround yourself with masters of each of these 5 things. I know a lot of people that'll have 5 masters at this in their company. Okay. One person will be the financial intelligence. The second person will be the marketing genius. Third person will be in charge of sales and closing. Fourth person will be the executor. We have an executor at my office. Her name's Sherry. And number 5, somebody is then going to come in and say, hey, partners, let's help you scale this business. Partners, investors, and then we scale. I have all 5 in my company. And then I got to work on those 5 things. You want to take that or that? Yeah, kill that. Okay. Financial intelligence. If you're taking notes, your financial mindset, and I'm just going to go through these really quickly, and then we're going to bring Dar to the show. Your financial mindset will determine how far you can go with turning ideas into something big. I need money, man. You're going to have some money somewhere. You guys that are suffering out there, you know it takes money. You laugh when everybody says, the economy's good. And you're like, ain't good for me. And who you really care about right now anyway? Just care about yourself. Get your own financial condition in good shape so you can go big, because until you go big financially, you can't help other people. Number 2, money follows attention. Okay. And remember this, attention follows money. Now, for those of you who got the workbook, make sure you grab the wealth creation formula out of the workbook, because it's ridiculous. The cycle of money. You got to understand it. First, I go out, I get attention, knock, knock, knock. Hey, what's up? And boom, money comes. Okay. Money comes. Actually, energy comes. And then if you stay with it, the money will follow. Okay. Once I get some money, I get a stack of money. What do I do with the money? The money actually gets attention. Okay. A company goes out, they come up with a new idea. They're going to say, we're going to revolutionize X. All this money comes into this investment. Okay. Then the company goes out and validates. Boom. They get a big order for a bunch of electric trucks. Freaking stock just freaking soars. Why? Money follows attention. First, check this truck out. Money comes in, investors flood in, or sales orders come in. And then what happens? The attention just ramps and money comes again. Okay. So what do you need, Johnny? Giorgio. Money follows attention. And just remember, a lot of people miss this piece. Attention follows money. When you get a big score, man, everybody starts talking about you. This is where you start making enough money. You better have some money set aside for a lawsuit, because somebody coming hunting. Somebody going to come after you. Somebody, there's some money here. Let's go. Let's go. That's why the guy slips and falls. He orders a hot coffee over at Starbucks and then sues the company for a hot coffee. I think it was at McDonald's. Okay. C, number C, part C here. Your business must either, contrary to other influencers, your business will either monetize or attract the attention of investors. And that requires a money mindset. So you got two ways out of this party, folks. You're either going to monetize financially. You give me this, I give you that. Or you're going to monetize and say, you give me this and I'm going to give you an investment in the company. You either need to get investors or you need to get customers or you need to get both. If you don't monetize, contrary to a lot of smart people out there, if you don't monetize, you will not feed your kids. You will not pay your rent. You will not take care of your health insurance. You will not be able to buy clothes for yourself. You will not be able to hire employees. I'm just telling you, man, anybody is talking to you about I'm not monetizing, I'm not monetizing, I'm not monetizing. Well, good for you. Did you already got money or you got a daddy taking care of you? Who's taking care of you that you don't have to monetize? And oh, by the way, if I come and buy some shit from you, I guarantee you I'm going to give you money. Okay. We're buying a car right now. I want to pay these people fairly. Okay. Second pillar of success is marketing. I'm using my book right here. Okay. This book's sick, man. Okay. Wealth creation formula right there. Man, we should do something. We should do something. We got to do something where we get everybody here. How many of you here would like to go deeper on each of these topics? I mean, go freaking sick deep. Because that's the people that I'm like, okay, people get a little taste, they get interested. They're like, okay, let's study this. Let's learn this. Let's go deep on this. What's in my way? What's stopping me? The first one I gave, yes, always. Let's roll. That's what I love, the committed. I love the fortitude. I love the courageous. I love the crazies. Let's go deep. Okay. Number one thing I gave you, what's the first pillar without looking at your notes? What is the first pillar of building a business? Let's see how many people forgot. Just admit you forgot already. There you go. Financial intelligence. I guarantee you 50% of people said, fuck, I don't even know what the first one is. That was the first one. And you forgot. Okay. That's why our workshops are so important. Going deep on topics so we can drill it in, role play it, work it out. Okay. Answer your questions. Number one, financial intelligence. Number two, second pillar of business is marketing. It is not sales. I thought for years, I made this mistake. I thought for years that sales was senior to marketing. Okay. You cannot find a big company that is ever a big successful company, a super successful person. I'm not talking about your neighborhood furniture guy. Okay. That belongs to the country club. Well, why you keep showing me that? I'm saying, so you're thinking with that. Yeah. Is that more, less? No, that's where we're at. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Jared's giving me information. I don't know what it means. Okay. Before we have to bring in Dar. Yeah. I bring Dar when I'm ready to. Okay. So Dar, you all right, dog? I'm freaking priming them, Dar, because you're going to come in and drop nuke. Can I say nuclear or is it too soon? Okay. Marketing, number one, is senior to sales. Folks, you're not going to make a sale without the marketing. I made this mistake. It cost me $300 or $400 million without exaggeration. I sat down with Jared and just said, dude, you know, we didn't spend one penny in advertising the first 12 years I was in business.
Oh, I was advertising for you every day.
Yeah, but that's one call. That ain't advertising. That's the hard way. Okay. I was knocking on doors. That was how many doors can I knock on at one time? You can't. Okay. I didn't have the money for billboards. I didn't have the money for TV. I didn't have the money for radio. I didn't have the money for association advertising. I did not really have the money for trade shows. So you know what I did? I didn't do any of them. I lied to myself. I said I didn't have the money. I could have borrowed the money. When I said I didn't have the money, I was buying a house. I was buying a car. I was buying clothes. I was buying bullshit. I was buying electricity and water. I was paying for a hotel. I was traveling across the country to go call on a guy to pick up some money, but I wouldn't take the same energy and effort and resources and say, hey, I'm going to advertise myself. And there's a reason you guys don't do that. What is the reason people do not spend more money marketing? What is the number one reason? I'll give $100 for the right answers. Why do people not spend money on marketing? Fear, scared, too expensive, failure, understanding, sales. What does that say right there? Sales, what? It's going so fast, man. Damn, Jared, this is what you were saying yesterday, huh? Lack mindset, don't understand it, think it doesn't work. They don't know how. They want to hold on to their money. Stupid, fear of failing, cheap, wimps. No, man, you guys are brutal. I thought I was brutal. Lack of confidence, failure. No, dude. You know why people don't spend more money in marketing? They don't know how to replace the money. You're worried about replacing the money. You're like, oh, I'm going to give this $100. You're like, people are like, how do you give money away to people that you don't even know? Dude, because more's coming, bro. Number one, financial mindset. You have to get this abundance mindset, and then two, double down with your marketing, okay? Businesses succeed or fail because of their marketing genius. Businesses succeed or fail. Your ideas, this needs to become a mantra. Your ideas will succeed or fail based on your marketing. By the way, that means content creation, posting frequency, understanding platform personality differences. Every platform has a different personality that you can distribute on TV, Fox News and CNN, different distributions. Radio's different than a billboard. Billboard's different than Facebook. Facebook's different than YouTube. YouTube's different than LinkedIn. LinkedIn's different than Snapchat. Snapchat's different than TikTok. And what one-on-one, okay, speaking to an audience of 12,000 people is different than talking to a family of 4. They're different. They're all marketing, by the way, okay? Collaborating with me on a deal is different. Hey, I just invested with Cardone Capital. That is brilliant marketing, by the way. I had a guy put money in with me at Cardone Capital so he could tell people that he invested with me at Cardone Capital. It builds his brand out. It's called collaborative marketing, by the way, cross marketing. 3, note here, it's easier and cheaper today to build a brand than ever in the history of the world, without doubt. Okay, third pillar. Once I get my financial mindset, number 2, I market my product. 3, I got to make a sale. I got to close somebody. I got to make a sale and close. Those are completely two different topics. Most people mush them together because we talk about it together. Sales and closing. I got to sell something, sell a product, sell a phone, and then I got to close the deal. I know a lot of people that can do one and can't do the other. They can sell, but they can't close. Did we pick somebody for that second 100? Man, it's going to take me forever to give all this money away. Shit. Okay, sales and closing. Nothing. If you're taking notes, where are they posting notes tonight? Facebook group. Sales. Nothing validates your ideas. Nothing will validate your ideas. Nothing validates your ideas more than what? Who knows the answer to that? $100 for the first right answer to that. Nothing validates your ideas. You got this great freaking idea, phenomenal idea. What validates that idea the most? Let me see here. Hold on. The answer is, I'm trying to give the first one. I'm going to give 5 people this, okay? I'm going to give it to Grace. She said, no, Grace said stats. Wrong answer. Sorry, Grace. Almost a winner. Jordan said sales. Jordan, Maril. By the way, somebody wrote in today and said, hey, I won $1,000 Grant gave away last night. No, you didn't. You're a freaking scammer. You didn't win shit. Okay. That was wasn't even on the damn stream. He was on for 30 seconds. Okay. We know what we're doing, folks. Come on. Anthony Arias. Okay. Maybe that's why. Anthony Anus. No, Arias. Okay. You win. P. Menon or Menon. I'm going to show them to you, Annie. And Annie's will pick this up. Sales is what validates. Jordan Van Dorstrugel, I think he's in Germany. And Anthony Garalbo. Okay, there's 500 people or 5 people that we're going to give $100 to. They're right there in that section. Okay, sales. I go out, I got an idea, man. I'm going to sell some cookies, man. I'm going to sell some cookies. I go out to the store. Me and my daughter go out there and we sell 1 pack, 2nd pack, 3rd pack. We're like, oh shit, man, we need more cookies. Next thing you know, I'm calling somebody. Hey, can you send me some cookies? Dude, I'm selling cookies over here. Okay. Y'all know my story about the cookies, man. Oh my God. I haven't told that story in so long. Huh? Been a long time. Dude, you got it. Dude, you guys could, I dare you guys. I challenge you guys to sell some cookies this weekend. I challenge you to go in your pantry. Annie, go in my pantry, find something that's unopened. And I'm going to sell them to somebody this weekend. I dare you guys to go to the set up just like the Girl Scouts do and go sell some cookies over at Publix this weekend. Who'd be willing to try that? Take something you ain't eating, something you don't need, something that's not good for you, and go set up shop in front of a Whole Foods. See how long it takes you to sell some cookies. Or do a yard sale this weekend. Okay? Oh man, I ain't got time for that. No, you ain't committed. Okay. Yeah. See, right here. Okay. A taco kit. We found a taco kit. Okay. We found a taco kit. How long do you guys think it would take me to go out on the road right now and find somebody to sell these taco kits to?
Just add beef.
You know, I probably get more than the store charged me too. Hey, can you help a brother out? What is it, $5?
Probably like $8.95.
Okay, who would give me $5 for these right now? $5. Who makes me an offer bigger than $5? Okay, $5, $7. Who goes $7? I'll sign it. I'm gonna sign it right now, but I got to put your name on it, right? So this is my taco kit. I was gonna have tacos tonight after this, but you know what? I'm gonna surrender my moment of tacos. Okay, who would be willing to pay me $100? Oh, I got Sim Aurora at $100. I got Teresa at $100. Who would be willing to pay more than $100 for the tacos? Oh, iPhone 4. I can't count you, dude. You don't even have a name. Okay. I cannot sell to an anonymous, to the anonymous. You might be 500. Who's 500?
Go back up, Johnny.
Okay. Hey, Kapil, are you real at the 500? Going once, Kapil? Go to the bottom, Johnny. Going once. Dude, I called Pines Lincoln yesterday. Shout out to Pine Lincoln. I called you guys while they go through the stream here. I called Pine Lincoln yesterday for all you car dealers out there and said, hey, can somebody please, I talked to the receptionist. Can you give me the general manager? No, I cannot give you to the general manager. I said, oh, okay. Here's my name. Tell the general manager to call me. I want to buy an Aviator today. Nobody calls me. I call back. Hey, can I talk to a salesperson? General manager supposedly is not in till lunch. Called 5 times, 5 messages. I want to buy an Aviator today. Left a call with a receptionist, the assistant, salesman, and the general manager. Nobody called me back.
Oh, so it's like a shout out.
I called Doral Lincoln today. Hey man, could somebody please send me an Aviator? Boom, they had one here in 20 minutes. You guys at Pine, you're terrible. Pine Lincoln. You should have your fucking license taken away. Should not be allowed to sell Lincolns. Obviously, they don't need to take a license away. You don't know how to sell them. You just got to respond to people, okay? All right, big shout out to Pine Lincoln. All right, $500. Who's the $500 going to, Johnny? And by the way, all of you out there saying, I cannot believe somebody would not respond to Grant Cardone's phone call. You guys do the same thing. Wait a minute. I got Halloween Joshua at $1,000. Okay. Joe Matthews at a 501. Joe, you're so cheap, dude. Come on. Why do you want to go $1? You don't want to overpay?
Gunther's at 600 if you can come pick it up first.
Gunther? Did anybody go to $1,000 though for these things? That's crazy, man.
It's taco dinner, man. It's not just a kid.
I'm proving something to you right now, folks.
And at the store, it's $2.69.
It's $2.69 in the store, by the way. Okay. Give me one of your glasses. Give me one of you. Let me just add some value here. Let me add some value. Now I'm teaching right now. You're like, I can't believe I'm watching this guy sell tacos for $1,000. No, you're missing the point. Financial mindset, second market, then you sell. Okay. I'm going to throw in 2 of Scarlett signed glasses. These are only 2 in the world. You will never find these anyplace ever again. Okay. And the tacos. Jeremy Sanders going once, $2,000. Going twice for $2,000. Go down, Johnny. Let's see. Oh, there's Jeremy. 2,100 going to Rob Chandler. By the way, I'm going to give all this money to charity, folks. We're going to give it to the Grant Cardone Foundation. So all this money will go to charity. So you guys don't think I'm just doing people. Edison Molina, $2,000. I got to go to 2,100 going once. Rob Chandler going twice.
Thank you.
Scarlett said, thank you. You're gonna sign this, Scarlett? 2,500. Jeremy went to 2,500. Okay. Oh my God. 2,500 going to Jeremy once, going twice. So. Okay.
Wait, you sold the taco box for $2,000?
Yeah, I sold your glasses for $10.
Box said 3,000.
Okay, now let me go ahead and give it to Jeremy. Is it Jeremy?
Jeremy.
Okay.
He sold my
It's
box
Taco
for
Thursday.
$10?
Taco Thursday.
And it's Taco Thursday. The only person that makes more on tacos than LeBron is me.
Can I sign it?
Yeah, you got to sign the glasses, but I want to wait till we get the money from Mr. Jeremy, and then we'll put his name on it, okay? In case there's a backup there.
Oh, wait,
In case
I didn't
Jeremy
know.
backs up, I got some. So now, what is the point of that story, folks? You have to build the top of your funnel out wide. That's why the guy that I'm bringing on today is so important. If you do not build the top of your funnel out wide, and by the way, I believe YouTube is the single best way. You agree, Johnny?
It's a great resource for us too.
Dude, it has been like nobody ever talks about YouTube. I'm like, I don't get it, man. YouTube will be around when Facebook dies. When Facebook ends up in federal court and they crack that company up because they're already, notice all this stuff they're talking about on the, can't say this, can't say that, don't do this. YouTube is never brought up in that conversation. Okay, sales and closing. You got to sell it and close it. By the way, I haven't closed the deal yet. We got Lucy Donnellian. Lucy, if you pay the $10,000, I'll get you another set and I'll give the money to charity. And by the way, I'll do a stream with you and give you a shout out online. Okay, if Lucy does the 10,000. Now, why do I want to do that? What am I showing you right now? You build the top of the funnel out. I did not build the top of my funnel out because I did not understand that marketing is senior to sales. Marketing is senior to sales, and marketing will fail. If you're taking notes, marketing will fail. What did he say? What's so funny?
Huh?
What?
No, they're just saying you're doing a great job selling tacos.
No. Dude, who's that? Pete?
Huh?
Pete?
No,
Matt.
He's doing a great job selling tacos.
Matt, you don't worry about it, Matt. I'll never let you down, Matt. I know what I'm doing, Matt. I know shit you don't know, Matt. Okay? Matt builds our funnels for us. So he's like, he's off. Dude, trust me. Okay? Somebody just spent 10 grand for tacos. You guys got a problem with money? Why? Because you don't have the pillars in. Okay. And you can't just be running around and have your financial mindset yet. I know this girl, she's like, money just comes to me. I know, baby, but you don't have the rest of you need the other pillars in. Okay. It'd be like sitting on a stool with one leg. You could do it for a little while, but sooner or later you're going to fall. Okay. You got to get the pillars underneath your business. Okay. Sales and closing. You guys do not know. You need to learn how. You got to make a commitment this year to learning the sales and the closing game, which requires it's a system. Sales is a system. There's steps. And just like dancing, if I practice the steps long enough, I will learn to dance. How many agree? I could be a dancer if I simply learn the steps. Be like, dude, that guy can move, right? But sales is the same way. Greet, you qualify, you demonstrate, you make a proposal, you close, and you follow up. You greet, you qualify, you demonstrate, you make a proposal, close, and follow up. Man, I wish I had more time just to go into that. Okay, 4, execution. How do you execute and get others to do exactly the same thing? Execution, if you're taking notes, is the make break point of how big your company will get.
Or your personal income, or yourself, or your
personal income, your health. This is what I talked about the first 3 days. The first 3 days of this was really all about execution, fortitude, courage, commitment, tenacity, persistence, pushing through when it's painful. Great execution. Always beats great ideas. I'm working on a project right now where people will pitch an idea to me. Okay. I'm going to fund the idea. Be interested in this. You fly in, you pitch an idea, but what I got to do in this process is find out, do you have the beast, the savage, the king killer inside of you to execute on that idea? Okay. Because an idea without an executor, dude, I got nothing. I don't even have a partner. All I got's an idea that's floating around here. I got nothing. Okay. Because ideas are a dime a dozen. Okay. Reasons people don't execute. And then I'm going to bring the big man in. Okay. Reasons people don't execute. Man, I can't even get through all this tonight, can I? Because I haven't even touched building a team and scaling.
Hiring your first employee.
How do I hire my first employee? How do I contract somebody? How do I 1099? How do I decide to payroll? Let me give you these real quick, okay? The reasons people don't execute. They're not what you think they are. Number one reason people don't execute is they have confusion. I don't know what to execute on. 2, settling for status quo. You're comfortable. You're fine. Somebody said you were all right. Somebody said you were doing fine. Really? Who told you you were doing fine? Huh? Who told you that shit? Y'all ever heard of fake news? How about your fake friend that listens to the news? He thinks you're doing good because you got a BMW paid for. Dude, he don't know you're about to have a $4,500 bill for the transmission that's going to break down, and you don't have the $4,500 to fix the car. 3, payoff is not big enough. The payoff is not a big enough score. I saw a lot of people right in there. Joshua, payoff isn't big enough. Number 3. Number 4, team is not on the same page. You got people all over the place, man. I go in and say, boom, this is what we're doing. And then we start picking up ideas from Matt and Pete and what Tony did and this guy. And then we can't execute. Oh, by the way, I'm the one that's got to deliver the party. 5, that was to my team, by the way. Number 5, no accountability at the executive level. The only people held accountable in some companies are the ground force and not the top people. Dude, you got to have the top of the food chain held accountable. How many of you work at a company where everybody in the company is held accountable except the boss, the vice president, the president, and the managers? I know places where managers don't do Cola. They don't do penis. And the people below that, can I say that?
This is the second day you said it.
at
Penis?
least that one's better than the first.
Okay, that was for Pete Vargas. Pete's going to be with us one night, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And number 6, dude, there's no accountability at the team level. This is what the stats are important, the accountability, the metrics. This is what I shared with you last night was so important, okay? The fifth pillar requires vision and courage, hiring, priorities, culture, metrics, reporting, accountability, managing finances. You're like, dude, I don't even own a business. Yes, you do, folks. Yes, you do. You are the business. I was a business when I was 8 years old. My kids are businesses right now. Now they need to start putting the pieces together. My daughter needs to start putting the pieces together and start saying, wait a minute, I like putting paint on glass. Okay, good. There's probably some money to be made. You got people on YouTube, kids on YouTube, 12 years old, making more money than their parents ever freaking imagined. Why? Because for some reason, they innately have these 5 pillars figured out, and or 2 or 3 of them, enough of them that they can bring in other people to figure out the other 2. I want to help you guys. I want to help you guys get these 5 pillars in and then 10X that expansion so you and I can become partners in business. I want to be a partner, okay? One of the reasons people are like, why do you do these things where you bring 200,000 people and you give something away for free? I had a real estate guy say, dude, why are you doing this for free? I watched your deal last night. It's amazing amounts of value. He was just coming in to see why would you even do that? I'm like, bro, there's people on this stream tonight that will be partners or buying in the future. There'll be investors with me. There'll be supporters. There'll be ambassadors of my 10X thing. There'll be speakers on stage. They'll help me expand the brand. But mostly, there's going to be somebody in here. I don't know who it's going to be. It could be George. It could be Lisa. It could be Jessica. I don't know. There's going to be somebody. With all these people, there's no way I'm not going to run into somebody. This is the next Mark Cuban or the next PayPal or the next Elon. There's no way. If I meet enough people at the top of the food chain, okay, if you take the top of the funnel out, there's no way I don't meet somebody that's good there, particularly if I keep interacting with people and then get to spend time getting to know you, okay? So do I do that now?
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, and I'm bring Dar up. Look, you can't do anything without a team. You can't do anything without a team. the people that you're going to add to your team, whether it's employees or whether it's coaches, mentors, 1099. Yeah, let me have those too. Or whether it's yeah, let me have those tickets. These are fine. These are fine. Whether it's why are you messing up my sofa, man? You just messed up my sofa. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. So look, whether you're a single person, you're sitting in an apartment right now, and you're like, man, you're paying $1,200 a month in rent and you're having trouble just doing that. Or maybe you got a big house and you're trying to scale your business. Dude, it's all the same thing, folks. I'm telling you. I know you guys think it's different. If a guy has $1 million, the guy that has $1 million, the way he spends money is different than the way the guy that's broke and has a $1,200 rent. It's all the same. It's very, very similar, because the guy that has $1 million finds out how little he can actually buy on this planet. And the guy that has no money can't buy anything, or so he thinks. Your solutions on this planet are always about expanding. It's about building a team around you. The responses to this online 10X challenge have been so profound over the last 3 days. What is it, 4 days now? What day am I on? Day 4. I didn't even know that. Like, this has been so easy for me. We got 10 days. Like, this has been so easy for me. People are like, aren't you exhausted at the end of the day? This has been so good for me to meet so many of you, to see. Can you keep, there's over 100 comments I can't see. So unbelievable for me to get the input, the successes that you guys are having. How many of you have sent love to me online saying, man, thank you for sharing your life. Thank you for letting me in your home. Thank you for doing it at your house. Thank you for doing this after clearly you would have been home already. Thank you for doing this long after you need to. A lot of you said, how do we go deeper on this information? There's people in here saying, slow down, dude, slow down. I want the information. I want you to go deep. So we've added, what date did we pick? 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, we are going, because I asked Jared, I said, look, I need 10 days with these people. And I said, Jared, after yesterday, Jared, we got to figure out where we can spend 3 full days. Now, we can't do that in America right now, because basically I'd have 50 people. And I could get 50 people to probably give me to sell the taco thing too right now, clearly, for $10,000 or $5,000 or $2,000. I think I had a bunch of offers at a grand. And I said, Jared, I want to do a 3-day boot camp. I want to do it virtual. We're going to get like 750 screens behind me so I can see all of you coming in. We've rented out a place right here in town, literally arranged it today. I don't know if you have a picture of it, Jared, that you can show. Yeah. And I am going to go virtual with you and see you. Okay. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get our workbook. I'm just going to give you the overall, the big picture of what you're going to get. 3 days we're going to be spending on the 5 pillars. What are the 5 pillars? Financial intelligence, marketing, sales and closing, building the team out, and scaling that out. Okay. Execution. We're going to give, you can go to, what's the website? GrantCardone.com/virtual. GrantCardone.com/virtual. We have a $279 offer, a $479 offer, and a $1,900 offer. Okay. It's ridiculous. I don't see the offer. I don't have it. You can go to the page and see it. You can literally go to this 3-day boot camp for as little as $279. You get full immersion. Huh? $297. What did I say? $279. $297. Dyslexia. That's what Damon always says. Okay. So it's 3-day virtual boot camp, $297, full immersion with me. I'm on all 3 days. So if this has been valuable to you, this is 3 full days from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Virtual 360 interactive experience. Okay. And you also get our 10X Super Life course, which by itself is almost $1,900. You get that for free. This is a $3,000 price on my website. You can get it for $297. The value is millions. That's the essential bundle you'll see on the page. The executive bundle is only $497, and that includes a ticket to the boot camp and a ticket, if I'm right, Jared?
Yes.
To the 10X Growth Conference. Wow. Okay, that ticket is $997 right here. This boot camp ticket is $2,000. This 10X 10X Growth Conference seat is $997 on our website today. That is in February. We're going to give you that seat. And that is very limited. So we can only do so many of those. That's only $497. That's a $3,000. This says, yeah, that's a $5,500 value, you guys. Okay. So the last thing you could do if you want to go VIP on this experience, it's only $1997. It includes the 10X Growth Conference ticket, instant online training bundle that you get when? Now, and the VIP upgrade to the 10X Bootcamp, which allows you to get access to me at lunch,
Pre and post coaching session.
And pre and post coaching sessions, okay, which we'll go over later. You can hit the website and get more examples of what it does. The website is grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual. It is a freaking steal, folks. Take advantage of it.
We sell that event for $10,000.
Yeah, that event sells. We have a $3,000 seat at that event and a $10,000 seat at that event. So you get the workbook, you get the ticket, you get the seat, you get the interaction for as low as $297. The most you can spend on this event is $1997, and that gets you VIP, a 10X Growth Conference ticket, a 10X Bootcamp ticket, and it gets you behind the scenes with the workbook and a mentoring package as well. Okay, now, who remembers the 5 pillars? The 5 pillars, what are they? I know them by heart. What are they? Finances, their marketing, financial mindset. This has got to get fixed, folks. You've been brought up in a society that at best is middle class poor. And my daughter says, Grant, Papa, what does middle class mean? I said, what do you think it means? She says, I think it's people that are poor that think they're rich. I said, that's exactly what it means. Okay. You live in a society that believes it has enough when the truth is it is a poor financial mindset. It struggles and worries and experiences stress. My father and my mother were slaves to financial stress their entire life. It is unnecessary. You should put a stop to it in your life, and you should read, study, whatever you need to break the chains of financial mindset. Number 1. Number 2, marketing. You got to learn to market. By the way, if you don't fix number 1, you'll never spend the money on the marketing. That's why the big hitters spend the money on marketing, because they don't have the blocks in number 1. So they're like, I'll buy every billboard. I'll buy every newspaper ad. I'll buy freaking yellow pages that nobody reads. I met a guy in Pueblo. He still buys yellow pages. He's like, fuck it, I ain't giving up on them. They can give up. I'm not. It works. He owns billboard, and he's the number 1 roofer in the state of Colorado, and he's in Pueblo. Okay, so that requires a financial mindset. 3, sales and marketing. You got to know how to sales and closing. You got to know how to sell something and close it and collect the money. Number 4, dude, how do I execute now? I got to execute. I got to deliver a product. I got to be sure people are happy with my goodies. And number 5, let's scale that bad boy out and go big. So I don't have one store, I got 50, or I don't have 50, I got 500. I'm not in one country, I'm in a bunch of countries. I'll help you do that. I want to bring in Big Man. Dar. They call him Dar. And dude, this guy did a video for me, and I was in Hollywood. And he did a video for me, and it was like, Big Alan is the one that introduced me to Dar. The guy is on a mission, man. He's on a mission to tell stories about you. Dar, maybe you'll do a video about somebody. You know what? I'm going to challenge Dar to do a video about somebody that doesn't have a story yet. Check that out. Dude, would that be sick? I want Dar to do a story about somebody that doesn't have a story yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a story, so Dar did a story. He is currently the highest viewed inspirational content creator in the world with 10 billion views. He's the founder of Live Glam, a cosmetic company that took $600 in starting capital to 8 figures in annual revenue. He is the founder of Mann Studios, a video production company that receives 1 billion monthly views. 1 billion. Forbes entrepreneur, founder, New York Times, BuzzFeed have all talked about him, and now Grant Cardone is. Mann, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. To be honest, you're kind of making me look bad here, because every giveaway, I always give away $100 max, and then you're over here giving away $1,000. I was like, you just got to 10x everything.
Yeah. So, hey, brother, I appreciate what you're about to give people just with your time, because that's clearly worth more than money, just to be around and talk to somebody as successful as you. Can they see Doorman? Can you guys see him? And I'm frozen. Yeah, we see him. Beautiful. So,
Okay.
brother man, okay, talk to me, man. What let me ask you, these 5 pillars, I don't know how much of this you've been able to hear. You're obviously a marketing genius. What is it you would tell me or the audience about what you've learned on YouTube and the marketing game?
Yeah, first of all, you don't need money to get started. That's the very first key thing, because a lot of people look at you and your situation and they're just like, Grant, you've got all this real estate, you've got all these cars, you've got this massive team. I'm over here, on this with no money in my savings account. How can I get started with no followers, with no money? And guys, I can tell you that just 2 years ago, I had no views. I had very little money. I was starting from absolute scratch. So you don't need money to get started. The second thing I would say is video content is the place to be. Really double down on video, because right now is a better time than ever for you to be able to build a personal brand and really be able to grow explosively. And what Grant's talking about on the execution and building a team, like my whole success revolves around the amazing team and people that I've been able to surround myself with. And just like Grant, I know you surround yourself with an amazing team. So it's about building, it's about having the right people in place that enable you to succeed and get to that next level. But right now is a time where literally anybody can succeed. As a guy who started with no money at all to be able to get to 10 billion views today, just goes to show what's possible with no resources.
Turn yours off too.
And, I know
So
you got
Dora, yeah, no, go ahead, man.
You got the 10 behind you. And actually today, it's funny, my doorbell was ringing right now. I've got 10 instead of X is 10B, because we hit 10 billion views today. So it's crazy timing, man. But I feel like everything happens in tens, just like you always talk about.
Yeah, dude, that's amazing. Dar, what advice would you give someone about getting started today?
I started with no money and no team, right? And to be honest, my original strategy for whatever I had completely didn't work. What's crazy is that I was on the verge of giving up. So I always wanted to inspire people. I always wanted to motivate people. And when I put out my very first video, it was me talking in front of a camera, giving advice. It always came a little bit unnatural to me. I wasn't the best at it, but I always tried to challenge myself and take myself out of my comfort zone. And so I started putting out video content of me talking in front of the camera. I released my very first video on May 29th, 2018. It was my birthday, so just over 2 years ago. I did it was almost 1,000 takes. I kid you guys not. That's how many takes I did on my very first video, because I was so bad at it. And it took me weeks and weeks to put out my very first video. And when I finally launched it, I was so excited about it. I was like, oh, this video is gonna go viral. It's gonna explode on the internet. Everyone's gonna watch it. I posted it. I refreshed, and it got no views. It didn't even break 1,000 views. And that was pretty much my journey for the first several months of me being able to create video content, spending all this time creating these videos, trying to give this advice, and nobody was watching it. So I started pivoting my strategy. I was like, okay, that's not working. I shouldn't give up. I should just try and find something that is gonna work. So then I started adding cartoon animations to tell the story. And I started seeing my views go from 1,000 to maybe 10,000. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe if I brought actors in, if you guys watch my videos, you guys have probably seen, that everything is done by actors, where we tell these very emotional, relatable stories. And once I started bringing actors in, I started seeing my videos grow even more and take it to the next level. So number one is, don't feel like you have to have all the solutions figured out right away. You know, just get started. That is the most important thing, because where your vision is and where you'll end up will probably be two completely different things. So just get started. And then two, it's don't give up. If I had just given up,
Dar, people are asking questions like, and we're going to do some of this in the VIP, the more question thing, but how important are the like subject lines, tagging, hashtags, that kind of stuff? Are you thinking much about that or more about the story?
Story is everything. Honestly, even if you have the worst quality video, like a bad thumbnail, you post it at the worst time, if you've got an amazing story, that's what really matters. So I would say be able to create relatable content and take people on a journey with you. Like a lot of people talk about, okay, well, I remember seeing something viral recently on Facebook where it was a guy who was trying to get a job. He was unemployed and he was just having a hard time finding a job. So he applies for a job, he doesn't get hired, and he decides to make a Facebook post on it. He goes from job to job to job. And the second time he gets denied, he does a post about it. The third time he gets denied, he does a post about it. Now, all these people are kind of following along on his journey and they're sharing his story. And then that one time that he finally he nails the interview, he gets a job, that ended up going viral. It hit the news because he took people on that journey with them. So when you guys are trying to create content and build your own personal brand, take people on a journey with you, and it doesn't really matter where you're starting out right now. But story is the most important thing out of everything else.
So Dar, let me ask you, this is selfish and this is why I bring every speaker on my stage. Anytime I have an audience, turn it down. Anytime I bring anybody on anywhere, I'm like, I'm bringing him for me. I brought you here for me. So I need you to do a behind the scenes free analysis of what you see me doing on YouTube. And I think it'll be good for the audience. What do you see me doing right? And what do you see that I could do better?
You know, the video that I always remember that you posted is the more personal ones. Like, I've been following you for such a long time and I've been a huge fan. You know, it's just an honor to be sharing this stage with you. But it was the one, like, you did a video where you were sort of walking into your conference room. It was almost like an impromptu thing where you gathered your whole team around and you basically were telling everybody how if your goal is to make $1 million, you're going to end up broke. And then you basically got on a whiteboard and you started doing the math, showing people how they would not be able to sustain themselves for the long run on making $1 million. And it was so impactful because it felt so raw and it felt so real. Like, I felt like I was in the room in this moment and it was all taking place right now. It was relatable. You were speaking to me. That's the kind of content that people can really connect with. Like, my videos work because so many people say, that reminded me of something. I felt like I connected with something. It reminded me of my childhood, or reminded me of my mom, or reminded me of this past relationship or this person that I met. So the more relatable the content that you can make, the more that you're going to be able to connect with people. But
Dar,
yeah,
can anybody's story?
Yes.
Can anybody's story be interesting?
Yeah, you're not going to go from 0 to 10 billion views overnight, right? It's going to take time, but it's the journey you're on. That's what makes it interesting, because everybody is starting at a different place. And when I think of people like, when I think of people like The Rock, what I love about his story is how he didn't make it in football, right? How he got injured and had to start all over, and he couldn't make his rent. And almost got evicted from his apartment, or didn't make it in wrestling, which ultimately took him to acting. When I think of your story, Grant, about how you were at the very bottom of your life, right? Didn't have enough money, were trying to figure out your way, was trying to overcome addiction and the loss of your father and all these different things that are so relatable because there's people all over the world that can connect with that struggle. That's what makes for a great story. It's not about having everything figured out right now. I don't, look at where you are now and think, oh, you're flying around in this private jet and wearing this $400,000 watch and have all these nice cars. And I really relate to you. What I connect with is what it took you to get there. And for everybody watching this right now, you may not be where you want to be. Most of you are not where you want to be. But where you are right now is a place that a lot of people can relate to. And if you start documenting that and showing that process of you making these incremental wins to ultimately get to wherever your next step is, people will really fall in love with that story. And that's how you build that long-term loyalty and engagement. You're not going to go from 0 to 10 billion views, but if you do it in incremental steps, you'll really start to build that community and audience. So I think Grant might have gotten disconnected. So I'm going to jump on YouTube and just start answering some of the questions that you guys have.
Yo.
Okay, he's back.
So Dar, look, I really appreciate your time, dude. I mean, what you have done, just like it gives me the place to go to. It gives me, how important is that his role model's been to inspire you to like what is possible? Like you talked about The Rock. Who else are you watching? You're like, man, they do an unbelievable job.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, like I was at a really dark place in my life. Like I remember celebrating my 30th birthday being so broke that I couldn't even afford the bar tab for the drinks I was ordering for my birthday. And at that time, no one imagines your life at 30 years old being at such a dark place. And at that time is when I started discovering your books. And, I mean this from an absolute genuine place. I'm not just saying that to try to impress you, but you spoke to me in a way that nobody else had ever spoken to me before. And I really give credit to the 10X rule, be obsessed or be average, the millionaire playbook. If you're not first, you're last. Like I obsessed over these books. I read them like they were the Bible. And that's what helped me get through these tough times because you spoke to me in a way that no one else did. So even though you may not have like the same amount of views or whatever else, I would say you were a major role model in my life to help me overcome that dark period in my life.
Dude, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know. That's the beautiful thing about doing what we're doing is like you hit so many people. How important is the top of that funnel, Dar? Like building that out that you might not ever know them, or just talk about that for a second.
It is massively important to build a big community. I don't know how many people we've got on YouTube, but just to try to build community is everything. Like if you guys have been watching this for a little bit, you saw Grant that was able to sell these tacos for thousands of dollars. It's not like the taco shells are worth thousands of dollars. It's that he has spent so much time building his brand and his community that they have that much confidence to be able to buy something that's not worth that much simply because of that top of the funnel that he's built, because of the brand and because of the loyalty. And for me, I've got almost 30 million followers across all social platforms, and I've never sold anything or pushed anything, but they're there. That community's there, ready to support me. Shout out to the Darman fam. If you guys are watching right now, I really appreciate your guys' support. And whether I want to come out with merch, whether I want to do a master class, whether I want to create a product or whatever it is, I've got that community that's in place right now. So top of the funnel is so important. And I definitely understand the sales side because, I've also have an entrepreneurial background and run a company in addition to being able to, create these awesome videos. So it's all about putting in all the work and effort and just giving a lot of value to build that top of funnel.
Dar, you've been very, very, very generous with your time tonight. I appreciate it. I want to figure out how to bring you to our boot camp that we're going to do at the end of the month. Guys, Guys, give a big shout out to Dar for sharing his success with you today. Just, post something there to show some love to the big.
Some cash away for some comments.
Okay.
Yes, I know a lot of people are here to win.
Best takeaway from Dar. We'll give $100 for the best takeaway. Jared, you want to come pick the.
Go ahead. Let's see here. We got.
And what I want to do while you guys are posting stories, everything, come on, you got to do better than that. I want to see if I can, while we got Dar here, is maybe I can bring him to our 3-day boot camp to come in and share some other. The first day we talk about money and mindset. Second day we talk about full entire day on marketing, the whole day on marketing. The third day we talk about sales, closing, and execution. This will be 72 hours, or 3 days of content, not 72 hours, 3 days of content. The website is grantcardone.com/virtual while Jared goes through some of the comments to give some money away. Make sure you take advantage of that, folks. There's a $279, a $479, and a $19.97 offer. It's a huge amount of savings. We'll spend 3 days. There'll be 756 screens behind me, is what I've been told that we arranged. I'm going to the Turnberry Hotel to deliver this with high band K5 satellite, G5, 50 bandwidth internet, so that it'll be perfect delivery to you at your home, on your phone, on your tablet or computer. Jared, let's give some money away.
Story sells. I love that one. So I'm going to have my team in the chat go through and start grabbing some of these. Allow the story to be the most compelling thing. It's the quality of the content that matters most. That would be Hallowed Joshua, winner right there. Dar, I know you got your eye on YouTube also, man. If you want to start picking some people out, I just need a first and last name.
Yeah, right here.
Build a community.
Renee Alexandria.
Renee Alexandria, $100.
Keep going.
Johnny, keep going.
Move it.
So Ella just turned 5 months today too, you guys. If everybody wants to wish her a happy 5 months.
Wow, that's amazing. Happy birthday.
Say hi, baby.
Happy fifth month birthday.
Yeah, 5 months.
Guys. All right, so let's see. These comments are pouring in on YouTube. I can't believe how strong the support is. Thank you guys for all this love. So let's see. How about we do, I can't even keep up. So how about we do Ashley George? What a cute baby. Let's give her $100. How about, I can't even keep up with these comments. They're pouring in so fast. Jared, are you able to hang with these? Angela Simpson, let's give her $100 for Hi Beautiful Baby. Let's see, we've got over 8,000 people watching live on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Let's see, we got Megan Duggar, who said she loves watching all of our videos. This is that top of funnel that we're talking about here, Grant. So we could spend a lot of time with your team going over how to build this. And then we've got, let's see, all the comments are just complimenting Ella now. We got Suki, who talks about how impactful the videos are. Let's give her $100. I don't know, is that $1,000 right there? How much have we given away so far? Ricky, it's like hard to even keep up with all of these comments that are coming in. But yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and go live on Facebook right now and just continue the giveaways. I'll text you guys a link, but yeah, I appreciate you guys all being here and celebrating Ella's 5th month birthday with us. And if you guys, want more advice, you can always just hit me up on Instagram. And yeah, I will say, Grant, you really are the king, man. I just want to say how much I appreciate you. The very first time, I'll tell you a quick story. I think Grant's doing something. So the very first time I told you about this dark place in my life that I was in, I was working really hard. I was reading the 10X rule, and I was just trying to challenge myself to get to these new heights in my life. And finally I had did it. And it was the very first day. My goal was always to have like a penthouse office. And I finally got it. And the very first day that I got the keys, I took a photo of myself and I sent it to Grant. And I said, this was 4 years ago. And I said, Grant, it would be, I just wanted to tell you, thank you. Your books have changed my life so much. I'm so appreciative. It'd be a dream to be able to meet you one day. And then now fast forward 4 years today, it is my, I'm here live with Grant, which is such an amazing blessing. And also It's my last day in this unit. We got an office space that's 20 times the size now. So I just wanted to show you guys that literally anything is possible if you guys work hard for it, and you just got to put it out in the universe. And you can attract all these blessings into your life.
Oh, they can hear now.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here, and I think
we're back.
Are you back? Okay, I didn't know you guys are gone.
Yeah, we're back, dude. We're back. We're fighting right now. It's like it's.
All right, I'm going to definitely be choosing some winners as well here to get $100. I appreciate you guys being here and listening to a little piece of my story. Yeah, and if you want to keep up with me, you can come to my Instagram, which is just DHAR.Mann.
Well, we talked to Zoom yesterday. They don't normally typically allow more than 1,000 people in these Zoom rooms, but they pushed the limit for us today, and I think we're pushing their limit right now. But I really appreciate you, Dar. Everybody else, hang out in the Zoom, on the Zoom in the chat. We're going to be giving you updates
before Jared, just before you guys leave that are on Facebook and YouTube. Okay. The website is grantcardone.com/virtual.
Yep.
Okay. You're saving $3,000 to go to a 3-day boot camp, virtual boot camp, all day long, 9 till about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, with experts on sales, marketing, closing, execution, scaling. Okay, this will be the single most valuable workshop you ever attend in your life, where we can go deep. If you're not committed to more money, to getting known in the marketplace, to executing so that you can take care of your family and your future and your dreams, this is not something you want to do. But if for those of you, okay, that like Dar, like myself, are dreamers and know that you can do more than you're doing, that you have more potential than you're achieving, I want to help you. I'm going to bring people in to help you go deep on these topics. Sometimes I feel, because we do these things free and we do it in an hour, it's so much content to shove. It's like a water hose, just like wham. And sometimes I feel terrible because I don't want you guys to be confused. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I want you to know that, like, give me a second. Give me these 3 days at the end of this month. This is the fourth quarter. We're in the fourth quarter of 2020. This has been a difficult year for a lot of people. So we figured out how we could do this as cheaply, as least expensive as we can.
Without people having to travel.
$297, and you start on the 10X Life course now.
Yep.
So you don't have to wait till the end of October. You start on the course so that we can prep you. For $497, you'll see it on the website. It explains everything.
Yeah,
now,
and look.
Let me finish, please. Okay, it's difficult already. For $497, you get the 3-day boot camp. You get the 10X Life course that you start on right now. And I'm going to give you a ticket to our 10X Growth Conference in Las Vegas. Okay, for $497. That is a $5,000 savings. The only other way you can go, you can spend $1,997 for you big high ballers, big shot callers, $1,997, which is less than the guy paid for the tacos. You get 3 days, VIP, 10X Growth Conference, world-class networking events, lunch with me each day virtually, and behind the scenes, meet the speakers. It's phenomenal. So go to grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual. Take advantage of this. It's tax deductible. We have a 100% money back guarantee. No questions asked on any product you buy from me anytime. Anybody that was watching Darman from Darman's, listen to this, guys. Anybody that was watching Darman, okay, that came as because of Darman, I will also, you're a new customer to me. Listen to this. I will give you whatever level that you pick, $297, $497, or $1997. I will give you a 100% credit at my store for any digital product that I have or any future live event that I have. Okay, so you spend $497 and you came from Darman on YouTube, I will give you a 100% credit at my store to be used at any time in the future on any digital purchase and or live workshop at any hotel. So that's just for tonight. It's not a tomorrow thing I can remove, or
It has to have, you have to take advantage.
you got to take advantage tonight. The way you do that, that's basically you're paying nothing. You spend $4.97. I'm going to give you a $4.97 credit at my store. That's ridiculous. We call this the voodoo offer, by the way. So we ought to actually have a voodoo link, but don't worry about that right now. That's grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual. I tell you what I'm going to do just to not complicate this.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that offer for everybody here tonight. But otherwise,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
some things, by the way, from an execution standpoint, they might sound good, but it becomes complicated. So everybody here that buys anything tonight at any level, $297, $497, or the $19.97, I'm going to give you a 100% credit at my store to use against any digital product in the future. That could be Cardone University. I mean, I only have like 89 courses there. That's why you want to go wide. You want to go wide with the market. You want to go wide with your product lineup. And that's why you need money to do those things. I'm going to give you 100. You good with this, Jared? You run the company.
Yeah, dude, I'm good with
100% credit. I'm going to give you one.
You're the boss.
I'm going to give you one. I'm the boss, but he runs the company. So I'm going to give you 100% credit. Pete Vargas has got to be freaking out right now. I'm going to give you a 100% credit at my store against any purchase in the future that's a digital product, just to be clear, that is a live workshop. That could be upgrading to diamond tickets. It could be coming to another 10X growth conference when we hold them in the future. I think we got one planned for November or something.
Yep.
So, yeah, good. So let's see. We're gonna do some Q&A with Dar. Or did we lose
Dar
him?
back in.
Okay.
Yep.
And appreciate everybody else being here tomorrow night, 5:00 tomorrow night. We're gonna be talking about tomorrow night. We're going to go deeper on the marketing game. Then we're going to follow that with sales. Then we're going to talk. No, tomorrow's money. Tomorrow's money, then sales, then money, marketing, sales, execution. And then we're going to start really getting into some things over the next 7 days about how you can keep going. Okay. And lastly, if you got your workbook, in the workbook, you're going to see at the end of it some exercises about how to win some other things. Okay. Take a photo of your completed exercises tonight in your book. Take some photos of your completed exercises for those of you who got the grantcardone.com/workbook. That earns you an extra 20 points. Anybody that signs up for the boot camp tonight, 200 bonus points. That's big. That's big. That's big. Yeah. Like that could literally put you in the top 2%.
For all the VIP, who stepped up already and did this? I just want to see everybody in VIP.
Who's already taken advantage of the boot camp in the VIP?
And you've been to the boot camp before. You know what this event is all about.
We've never sold that ticket for less than $1,900 or something. Okay. Okay. So anybody that signed up tonight, you get a 200-point bonus point toward the $250,000 of prizes and giveaways. We're still giving away 10 spots, 10 people to walk onto the 10X Growth Conference in front of 12,400 people. 12,400. I guarantee you will tremble. If you want an adventure, you will tremble on the stage. I've seen them all, baby. Floyd trembled, Hart trembled, Travolta trembled. They all shake a little bit. Made me feel so good. I'm like, shit. I don't have to feel bad about shaking. Sabrina shook. Okay, so that'll be a great thing. So we'll be picking from the people that do that page, and you can learn more about the awards by going to grantcardone.com/contest.
All right, we're dumping off. We're going to go backstage with the VIPs, get some Q&A from Dar. He's got to run soon, so we got to run. We'll see you guys
tomorrow night, 5:00. Okay, we always start a little early, so we'll see you at 5:00. You VIPs, stick around for Q&A with